So Neil, a 1-1 draw here at the Lathwaite against Tamworth. Some of your thoughts on that?
I think we're all frustrated when you go 1-0 up. I thought first half was a strange game, seemed dead, and that was down to us. We passed it well and we moved it well in our third, maybe into the middle third, but then we didn't change pace. Stuff we worked on yesterday in the final third, and they were, credit to them, they were very resilient. I could see the frustration growing in our players, and then that affected our performance. In the last 10 minutes of the first half, they became more in the game, and we lost our shape a bit. So I just sort of tried to calm the boys down. We tweaked the shape a little bit, tried to give them how to go and attack the second half. And I thought for 40 minutes in the second half, I can't really ask for much more. I thought we were the team on the front foot. I mean, they very rarely got down our end of the pitch. We was pressing and pressing. We weren't creating clear cut, but we were getting in some great areas and just looking like we were desperately trying to score that goal. Got a little bit fortuitous with the penalty. I think it's a harsh one on them. And then that mentality kicks in, and I don't know why, because I keep saying the opposite to what we do, which is we had it a little bit last 10 minutes at Dagenham. Stay calm. The opposition are throwing caution to the wind, and we knew the guy, Tonks with a long throw, and we knew the big man coming on up top scorer. We knew that they had subs that could cause us some problems. But if we stay on the ball, if we don't panic, if we, when we get tired, keep focusing on what we've done for the rest of the game, we don't end up getting pinned back. We don't end up having more balls going into our box. And that's the bit. And I'm shouting on from the sides, calm down, compose yourself, don't worry. And it happened at Dagenham, it happened again today.
It was almost like a game of chess at times, with us sort of on the attack, then them, and then we had a sustained spell of pressure leading up to the goal. Did you feel like the goal sort of really topped that off, or would you have liked to have sustained that pressure
Well,
even after we
we
scored?
needed to sustain it. Like I say to the lads, if you're 1-0 up, go 2-0 up. Like, keep managing the game to go 2-0 up. And that's all we've done wrong. The effort from the boys, the work rate, the desire was fantastic in a really tough game and tough conditions on the pitch. And we kept going and we kept going and we kept going. Then we score. Then we kind of, the mindset is, oh, let's make sure we stay in the lead. And obviously, every time they got, it's a weapon they've got. Every time they got a throw in, even remotely in our half, it was coming in our box. And you have to have 5, 10, 15 of them. Eventually one might tell them, and it pinned us back a little bit. But I can't, I'm really proud of the effort. I'm really proud of the progress the boys are making. But I said, if we're going to learn something from today, on top of the Dagenham game, it's game management and we're winning.
And you chose to stick with Junior and Lewis up top. Was that tactical because you knew that they wouldn't be able to maybe manage 90, and that you'd have Effie on the bench ready to bring on, and Denon as well, who ran
Yeah,
his socks off?
I look at each opposition. I look at the performances of the players. I thought Walks had a really good game at Dagenham. Obviously, Junior linked up brilliantly with him for the second goal. And I didn't want to mess around too much with that. I thought they were fresh enough to go again, because they didn't play the full 90 on Tuesday. And again, they did a good job for us again today. And then like you say, your bench is really important, especially when we've got a run of five games in 14 days. Your bench is really important, and it's the first time for a while we've been able to field 18. So that was nice, and we had the options, and the boys came on and had a right go.
And in terms of options in midfield, we welcome back Dale Gorman straight into the starting lineup today. Frank Vincent on the bench. It's an area where we've been pretty short staffed in the last couple of
Yeah,
games, so how welcoming was it to have them back?
yeah, great. Tunji went in and did a great job for us on Tuesday. I know that's not his natural position, but we know he's flexible enough to do it. He actually covered nearly 13k on Tuesday. So for a centre back who hasn't been covering them distances, I was very wary of using him again today. But we'll use the squad. We go Wednesday, Saturday now. Really tough turnaround of games that for them 2 days between the Wednesday and the Saturday. So we'll try and pick a team we think can do the job at home, and then we'll work out what we do after at Forest Green.
And leading on to Solihull, they've had a change recently. They've appointed Matt Taylor, a man that I'm sure you probably know well within football. What can we expect from them, and what can we expect from us?
Well, again, from us, we'll freshen up. We'll keep trying to do the same things with the same purpose. I know we've probably drawn too many. We know that, but it's not that we're drawing games because we're hanging on in there. We're drawing games trying to win. and that's been my message to the players. So we'll keep trying to win the games. From their point of view, Solihull have always been a good team, always recruited really, really well. Playoffs last season, playoffs when I was there 2 seasons before. So we know it's a tough one, followed by one of the top teams, and we've just got to find a way to A, put the performance in that gets us in front, and then B, calm ourselves down and stay in front.
And finally, it's starting half term. It's Wednesday, under the lights. How excited are you to get back down here and hopefully be back by a buoyant crowd?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the crowd were great today. I just thought the first half was really dead. We didn't give them enough to sing about, but they didn't moan and groan. They didn't get on our backs. They stayed patient with us. And then when they could see in the second half, when the boys were having a real go and stepping onto things, they really got behind us and lifted us towards that goal. So they were great, and more of the same, please, on Wednesday. And we'll run ourselves into the ground trying to get something for them.
Perfect. Cheers,
Thank you.
Neal.